All right. So far we've mostly been doing the Hello World demos, and this is the first one that we're going to start doing a strategy that incorporates some price together with submitting orders and trading. So the strategy we're going to do in this video is very simple. We're going to do something like this. If the current bar is up, go short. If the current bar is down, go long. Okay, so we're going to going against the bar direction basically. Okay, so in order to do that, we're going to need a few things. First of all, we're going to need to get the opening and closing price of bars as they close. Okay, so to do that, we'll start off by importing the bridge. So from 9. Then getting our bridge object. Like so. Now the first thing we need is we need to get data. So we need to get closing price data from the from graph data. And we need to fill in a few details, right? So we need the key, that's always needed. And the key is XX because this chart has a key of XX. And we need to be doing this on bar close. So on bar close equals true. You only need updates when the bar closes. And maybe I should write that here. If the current bar closes up, if the current bar closes down, go long. Okay. So on bar close equals true, and we need subgraph data. No, we don't need subgraph data. We need base data equals, and what do we need? We need the open, which is 1, and we need the last price, which is 4. How do we know that? By going to our table, we can see that open is 1 and 4 is last. Okay, so we get that. So we have a key, we have on bar close, and we have the base data. That's great. Now let's see that this is working while true. Oh, we need the Q, don't we? Equals bridge dot response queue. And then here we're going to be adding, we're going to be getting the message equals response queue dot get. And now for now just print it out and see what happens. Print message dot data frame. Right, so import, create bridge, make request with a key, close, and base data is the open and the closing price. And we're going to be getting the queue, getting the messages, and printing them out. Right, so let's do that. So our first message is going to come when this bar closes. When the live bar closes, it'll give us our first message because we have on bar close set to true. So we're only getting live bars as they close, basically. All right, let me see. The reason we're getting a single bar is because the defaults of this message are real-time update bars is 1, right? And so the default is just to send a single bar, which is why we're seeing it here. So basically right now we're at a point where every time a bar closes, we're going to get a new bar. And in the second, like in column 2, we'll have the open price, and column 3 will have the close price. So this bar closed up, this bar closed up. We can see that here, right? So that looks okay. Next, let's write the logic that tells us if that is an up bar or a down bar. Okay, so in order to access the open, what I can do is something like this. Open equals message dot data frame oak dot 0 dash 2, and last equals message dot 3. Okay. Let's print the open and the last. See what happens. Okay, so here we can see that we're printing them and that looks good, right? We got the open and we got the last. So basically, we can now write our logic that if the last is greater than the open, print go short. If the last is less than the open, it's a down bar, print go long. Print go long. Let's see if that works. Wait for the bar to close and we'll get our first messages. The only time that it won't give us anything is if it's a doji, right? And then it's kind of undecided. So now we have that the last is below it, so we're going long, right? This is a down bar. We'd be going long on this one. And if we have an up bar, we'll go short, right? So we had an up bar, and now we would go short. All right, so the next step is to add our trading logic. Okay, so I will pause at this point, this video, and we'll continue that in the next one.